Good day, I am Kir Jamal F. Pramis and I will discuss the Module 2 Eastern Perspective on the Self. Eastern philosophy, including Buddhism, Hinduism, and Taoism, offer unique perspective on the self that contrasts sharply with Western individualism. These traditions often emphasize interconnectedness, impermanence, and the dissolution of fixed self, challenging the notion of a permanent independent identity. By exploring these ideas, students can gain a deeper understanding of how Eastern thought redefines the self in relation to the universe and others. Buddhism, for example, teaches the concept of anatta, no self, asserting that the self is an illusion created by attachment and desires. Hinduism, while diverse, often view the self, Atman, as part of the universal consciousness. Brahman, emphasizing unity over individuality. Taoism, rooted in harmony with the Tao, the way encourages a fluid, adaptable self that aligns with the natural flow of existence. This lesson will examine this Eastern perspective, contrasting their holistic approaches with the individualistic frameworks of Western philosophy. Before we discuss the key concept of Buddhism, let me first introduce you to the history of Buddhism. So, Buddhism originated in ancient India around the 5th to 6th century BCE, founded by Siddhartha Gautama. Siddhartha Gautama, or the Buddha itself, a prince who renounced worldly life to seek enlightenment under the Bodhi tree. After years of asceticism, it spread via King Aushka patronage in the 3rd century BCE across Asia, evolving into schools like Theravada, preserving early teaching in Sri Lanka and Southeast Asia; Mahayana, emphasizing compassion; and Bodhisattvas in China, Korea, Japan; and Vajrayana, tantric elements in Tibet. Philosophically, it addresses dukkha, suffering, through the Four Noble Truth, suffering's existence, origin in tanha, craving, cessation via detachment, and the Eightfold Path of ethical conduct, mental discipline, and wisdom. Core doctrines include the three mark of existence, impermanence, anat, a no self, suffering, anika, impermanence, independent origination. All phenomena arise interdependently, karma, action shaping rebirth, and nirvana as liberation from samsara, cycle of rebirth, rejecting a creator God and emphasizing empirical observation, meditation, vipassana, samantha, and the middle way, avoiding extremes. Buddhism core teachings. Buddhism revolves around the Four Noble Truths. Suffering exists, it arises from detachment, craving. It can end the path to ending. It is the Noble Eightfold Path: right view, intention, speech, action, livelihood, effort, mindfulness, concentration. Goal of enlightenment. The ultimate aim is nirvana, a state of liberation from the cycle of rebirth by overcoming ignorance, desire, aversion through meditation and ethical living. Impermanence and no self. Key concepts include anatta, no permanent self; anika, impermanence of all things; and dukkha, suffering or unsatisfactories, emphasizing mindfulness to realize these truths. Karma and rebirth. Actions, karma influence future lives in samsara. Ethical conduct, meditation, and wisdom lead to better rebirths or escape. Branches and practices divided into Theravada, focus on monastic life and original teachings; Mahayana, Bodhisattvas, and compassion for all; and Vajrayana, tantric practices. Commonly practices include meditation, chanting, and precepts like violence. In summary, Buddhism views reality as cycle of suffering, dukkha, driven by ignorance, craving, and aversion which binds being to samsara, the cycle of rebirth. Central to its perspective is the absence of permanent self, anatta, and the impermanence of all phenomena, anicca, encouraging mindfulness to perceive things as they are. The Four Noble Truths diagnose suffering, cause, and prescribe the Eightfold Path, ethical conduct, mental discipline, and wisdom as the way to nirvana, liberation from rebirth. Unlike theistic tradition, it emphasizes direct experience through meditation, rejecting reliance on a creator God. Karma governs moral causation, shaping future lives until enlightenment is achieved. Before we start our discussion about Taoism, let me first introduce you to the history of Taoism. So, Taoism emerged in China during the Warring State period, 4th to 3rd century BCE, with philosophical roots in the Tao Te Ching attributed to Lao Tzu, a semi-legendary figure possibly from the 6th century BCE, and the Zhuangzi by Zhuangzi. It developed alongside Confucianism, later incorporating religious elements in the Han Dynasty, 2nd century CE, via figure like Zhang Daoling, who founded Celestial Master Taoism, blending alchemy, folk religion, and immortality quest, influencing martial arts, medicine, traditional Chinese medicine, and state rituals up to the Tang Dynasty peak and modern revivals. Philosophically, it centers on the Tao, the way as an infallible natural principle governing the universe, advocating Wu Wei, non-action or effortless action aligned with flow, harmony to through yin yang, complementarily, and the five element is promote relativism, no fixed truth as Zhuangzi parables, simplicity, humility, and the three treasures, compassion, fragility, not daring to be first, rejecting rigid morals for spontaneous living, Zairan, which religious branches seeking physical immortality via inner alchemy, Neandan, and deities like the Jade Emperor. Taoism has different key points, so I'm just going to summarize it. The Tao Way, central concept is the Tao, an internal indescribable force underlying the universe living in harmony with it through simplicity, spontaneity, and non-action. Wu Wei, Yin Yang balance, emphasize duality and interdependence. Yin Yang passive, feminine, Yang active, masculine, for cosmic harmony. Imbalance causes discord. Simplicity advocates aligning with nature, societal convention, and embracing humility, frugality as tree treasure. It also involved naturalism and simplicity, advocates aligning with nature, rejecting societal convention, and embracing humility, compassion, and frugality as the tree treasure. Immortality and practices, philosophical Taoism focuses on longevity via meditation, diet, King Kong religion, Taoism includes alchemy, deities, rituals, and pursuit of immortality. Key texts and ethics based on Tao Te Ling, Lao Tzu, and Zhuang promotes effortless action, relativism, no absolute good and evil, and detachment from desire. So, in summary of Taoism. So Taoism sees reality as the unfolding of the Tao, an ineffable natural principle that flows through all existence, harmonizing opposite like yin yang. So what is yin yang? Okay? It's yin and yang. Yin is feminine and yang is masculine. It emphasizes living in alignment with the Tao through Wu Wei, effortless action, embracing spontaneity, ziran, and simplicity to avoid disrupting nature balance. The universe is a dynamic, interconnected whole where rigid distinction like good or evil are relative, as illustrated by Zhuangzi parables. Human's purpose lies in cultivating inner peace, humility, and he proposed Taoism proposed three treasures. It's compassion, fragility, modesty, and often through meditation, King Gong in its religions form immortality or harmony with duties like Jade Emperor complements philosophical detachment from worldly desire. So, Taoism emphasizes on detachment on worldly desire. Remember that. Before we start our discussion about the key points in Hinduism, I would like to dictate its history. So Hinduism, the world's oldest continuous religion, traces to the Indus Valley Civilization 2500 to 1500 BCE, with Vedic roots in Aryan migration formalized in the Vedic period 1500 to 500 BCE via oral Rigveda hymns and rituals. It evolved through Upanishad Upanishadic era, 800 to 200 BCE, introducing philosophical inquiry. Epics like Mahabharata, Ramayana, 400 BCE to 400 CE. Bhakti movements, medieval devotion to personal gods like Krishna, Vishnu, and colonial reforms. 19th century by figures like Vivekananda, observing diverse tradition without a single founder and adapting to Buddhism, Jainism challenges. Philosophically, it persists an eternal dharma, cosmic order, upholding the universe with samsara, rebirth cycle driven by karma, action, consequences, and maya, illusion veiling reality, liberation, moksha, unites Atman soul with Brahman, ultimate reality via Pats Jhana, knowledge of non-duality in Avaita Vedanta by Shankara, Bhakti, loving devotion, karma, selfless action per Bhagavad Gita, and Raja Yoga, meditation. Diverse school includes six darshanas, orthodox system like Jnana, logic, Samkhya, dualism, polytheism, Trimurti, um, Brahma, Vishnu, Shiva, within monistic Brahman, and concept like Purashu, Shartas, life goals, Dharma, Artha, wealth, Kama, pleasure, Moshka. So that was the summary of the Hinduism history. So, Hinduism core is Dharma, duty, righteousness, guiding stage, ashramas, and social roles, varnas, existence involved, samsara, rebirth cycle driven by karma. Paths to moksha, liberation, moksha from samsara via paths like jhana, knowledge, and bhakti, devotion, karma, action, and raja, meditation, yoga. Deities and Brahmas, politics with Trimurti, Brahma, creator, Vishnu, preserver, Shiva, destroyer, ultimate reality is Brahman, universal soul with Atman, individual soul seeking unity. Scriptures and epics, Vedas, ancient hymns, Upanishads, philosophical texts, and epics like Mahabharata includes Bhagavad Gita and Ramayana shape belief. Rituals and society involves puja, worship, festival, caste system, historically reincarnation, ahimsa, non-violence, and concept like Maya, illusion, and yoga for spiritual discipline. So for the discussion of the perspective of Hinduism, um, Hinduism perceive reality as interplay of Brahman, the infinite universal consciousness, and Maya, the illusion, veiling the unity of Atman, individual soul, with Brahman. Life is a journey through samsara, where karma determines rebirth and dharma, cosmic and moral order. Guides duty across life stages and social roles. Liberation, moksha, is attained by transcending Maya via paths like jhana, self-knowledge, bhakti, devotion to gods like Vishnu or Shiva, karma, selfless action or raja, yoga meditation. Its pluralistic worldview embraces diverse deities and philosophies from Advaita non-dualism to Dvaitas dualistic devotion. The universe is cyclic with no absolute beginning or end, sustained by divine forces within an eternal cosmic order. Is that clear? So, okay. Eastern philosophies like Buddhism, Hinduism, and Taoism present a view of the self that contrasts sharply with Western individualism. Buddhism doctrines of anatta rejects a permanent self, arguing that identity is temporary construct arising from attachment and desires. By letting go of this illusion through mindfulness and meditation, individual can achieve nirvana, a state free from ego constraints. What do you mean by this? doctrine, anatta rejecta, permanent self, arguing that identity is a temporary construct arising from attachment and desires. By letting go of this illusion, uh, by by making us um, making us let go of our desires, we can achieve nirvana, as stated from the Eastern philosophy like Taoism, especially Taoism, and Buddhism and Hinduism. This perspective emphasizes impermanence and interconnectedness, viewing the self as part of a larger, ever changing reality. Hinduism, while diverse, often describes the self as Atman, an internal essence that is ultimately one with Brahman, the universal consciousness. The goal of life, according to texts like Bhagavad Gita, is to realize that this unity through moksha, liberation from the cycle of samsara. Unlike Western views that prioritize individual agency, Hinduism, the self as part of cosmic whole shaped by dharma and karma. This holistic approach encourages a detachment from ego-driven desires to align with universal truth. Taoism, rooted in the Tao Te Ching, advocates for a fluid, adaptable self that flows within the Tao, the natural order of the universe. Through Wu Wei non-action, individuals line their action with the effortless rhythm of existence, embracing simplicity and balance. Unlike Western philosophy that emphasizes rational control, Taoism encourages surrendering to the natural flow, allowing the self to harmonize with yin yang dynamics in contrast. In contrast to Western thinkers like Plato or Aristotle, who focus on individual identity and rational agency, Eastern philosophy emphasized interconnectedness and dissolution of a fixed self. This holistic perspective challenges students to rethink identity as a dynamic relational processes rather than a static isolated entity. By comparing these views, students can appreciate the diversity of thought surrounding the self and its place in the world. So, these are the key points. Buddhism, anatta denies a permanent self. Hinduism, Atman connects to Brahman. Taoism, self aligns with the Tao through way. Eastern views emphasize interconnectedness. Impermanence is central to Buddhist identity. Moksha is liberation from samsara in Hinduism. Karma shapes the self journey in Eastern thought. Yin Yang reflects balance in Taoist identity. Eastern philosophy are holistic, unlike Western individualism. Meditation aids in transcending the ego in Eastern tradition.